Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon, and this week we have our full moon going through Cancer, but also giving us a good bit of Leo energy as well. And I feel like that really is going to highlight our chest, our heart chakra, and opening up our heart chakra and getting things moving. It's definitely a movement kind of time, especially given our new moon leading up into this. Now it's time to clear the path. And I have a little side story as well correlating with the weather. Here we had a deep freeze for over a week. It was below zero temperatures, and the air had gotten so thin because it was so cold that all of my tires started going flat. One of them actually ended up going completely flat, and it was sitting on ice, so it was really difficult to get it filled back up again. And all around town, like that whole week, I was driving around looking for an air compressor that was open and available, but there was no air to compress, so they were all out. Nothing was working. We couldn't even get our air compressor to work here for the time, so really what we had to do was just wait until we got to our warmer temperatures, and now the thaw is starting to take hold, and everything is starting to move a little bit easier. Now I got air in the tires, I went and I washed the car, and just got everything really cleaned up after everything had gotten frozen and stagnated in place. So I think that's also another really good message for our week here in our full moon, and I think we're gonna have a really good time. So let's get into our reads. Hey there, Virgo. So your special message for this moon is to take a step back. Give yourself a little bit of self-love and self-care. Don't neglect yourself right now. Winter is a time of scarcity, and when things get scarce, Virgos definitely like to extend all of themselves to help others. But we need to remember to feed ourselves as well, because the stronger we allow ourselves to be, when we provide for ourselves, when we allow ourselves to be provided for, that's how we get into true power. That's where we can do the most. If you neglect your sleep, you are going to be too tired to function properly the next day, whereas if you would sleep the correct amount of time, you would function just fine and get a lot more done in your day. Same thing with eating. You get too busy to eat something, and before you know it, there's no food feeding your brain, and you can't function anymore. Remember to feed yourself. Allow others to feed you as well. Just want to give that Empress vibe a little bit more. Our Queen of Swords fell reversed under the table. This feels like treachery underfoot. This feels like treachery underfoot. Yes? I don't know. We're going through so much, though. I don't know if that treacherous traitor is even going to be able to catch up. We have the Chariot, the Eight of Swords, Death, and the Ten of Swords, and Nine Swords. How much more ending and movement could we possibly need? We are literally cutting through our binds at this point, releasing ourselves, pushing forward, bringing ultimate end to so many negative thoughts that we have plagued ourselves with over the course of our entire life. That's 19 swords there. There are 19, no, No, no. There are 27 swords. 27 swords, Virgo, in my hand. Not to mention that crazy Queen of Swords over there. trying to tickle our feet whilst we are going through all of this. I don't think this person is even anywhere near aware of the magnitude of things that we are going through right now. Catch us if you can, I guess, because we are ending so many of those negative thought patterns. All of the things we've done wrong in the past, all of the little screw-ups that we have made note of, kept receipts for, it's time to apply that. It's time to bring it all down. This is straight war. War is on, and I don't think this Queen of Swords has a chance. Because we've taken all of our swords, all of our negative thoughts and patterns, and everything that we have learned, and we're turning it now. We're turning them all like the gears on this fancy little contraption that has bound us, and now we're using it to cut ourselves free. One moment. There are also a lot of swords just kind of being thrown in our path. We're overcoming a lot of obstacles, pushing through to achieve our ultimate goals. But you know what? Sometimes it is what it is, and a Virgo knows that you need that 5% of messy, you need that 5% of chaos. Because that 5% of chaos is what makes the earth move. That's why we are perfectly imperfect. That is why when we allow ourselves to get just a little bit messy, we can make a lot happen for ourselves. The earth itself is going to move, and it's moving because of you and what you're doing right now. So keep your head up, keep your focus. Focus on turning those swords, cutting yourself free, and putting an end to all of these vicious, crazy cycles. Move forward, Virgos. It might be time to go. So though we may be caught in the midst of chaos and getting whipped up in the winds of battle, just remember that, Virgos, you're the center of this storm, and we have the ability to remain stable within all of this crazy, and we can use this to switch things up, to change things in our lives. Use this moon wisely, Virgos. Remember to take care of yourself and slow down enough to realize that we thrive in chaos. We love making order out of madness. So take a few breaths and get to work. Thank you. I hope you have a fantastic moon.